Considering the upcoming changes that we're transitioning through, what excites you the most about those changes and why?
I think getting a chance to see humans on Earth blossom and live lives in freedom and happiness the way it was meant to be.
I love what you just said. I seriously do.
Anything saddens you about this transition that we're going to go through?
The fact that we never got to experience the 3D world as it was meant to be. What we experienced here is not what it's like on other 3D planets. Our life is shorter. There's diseases and poisonous things and things that bite and all things that aren't present on other 3D worlds. And we don't remember ourselves. It would have been nice to see humans on this planet get a chance to live like humans on other planets get a chance to live. And we're going to see that as we go into the next phase. But we missed it on this one, and that's sad.
Well,
and it was taken away from us.
You're absolutely right. So is there going to be another 3D planet that people who wants to express in the 3D can transition to?
Yes, but I don't know where it is, and I don't know all the details. I just know that there is a virgin planet prepared, and that those who wish will be able to go. And it won't be a forced decision. If that is what you want, you will go. If you don't want, you will become 4D on this planet.
Now, one of the things that I want to get into now, let's get into the Galactic Federation of Planets. Who make up the Federation?
The Federation is made up of over 500 worlds from at least 100 different systems, all in this galaxy. They're all Milky Way based, and they are groups of positives and some neutrals. And by positive, I mean that these are people who are generators of energy and whose social practices tend to be communalist, not communist. Communalist, tend to be peaceful, and tend to be very, very friendly and giving. And they also are the primary governing body for the positive planets of this galaxy.
Okay, and how is it different from the Federation of Light?
The Federation of Light makes up a handful of systems at most. Most of these are reptoid and gray systems, and the people of them have been genetically engineered so that they appear human. And it is not so much a federation as it is more of a empire. And they are actually conquistador. They go out and try to expand their empire, often through hostile methods. And one of those methods is by priming human civilizations for contact and invasion via specially selected individuals who fit an ideal of physical appearance that humans are often comfortable with.
Well, let me ask you a question about the Dracos and the Greys. Off the top of your head, do you know how many planets or other worlds they've tried to conquer? Because they've been at this a long time.
They have been at this a long time, and I don't have the number. All I know is that our list of planets that need freeing after Earth has gone from 21 to over 50.
And tell the people, what effect have they had on us down here on Earth?
They first got involved around 6,000 years ago on Earth, and at first their presence was very, very covert. And then after the fall of Atlantis, they got to be a lot more overt, because the ones who were supposed to be watching over us left their post, and that allowed the lizards in. And one of the things they've done is they've influenced us genetically. They dropped our lifespan from 1,000 to 1,500 years to 50 to 100 years. They introduced diseases. They introduced poisonous animals and plants. They introduced salt into the water system in order to make it so that the water system was controlled in order to better control our population. They made it so that we were capable of involuntary pregnancy, which again was an effort to control the breeding population. They have introduced a lot of different social systems including certain methods of trading and buying and commerce. And they've also influenced certain bloodlines on this planet.
So pretty much they've created the mess that we are today.
Yes.
But there are hidden
and that's another
bloodlines,
thing.
right?
If you listen to the messages of the Galactic Federation of Light, they're always telling us about how we messed up. We made a mess of the planet. We're terrible people. That's not the case at all. It was never us. Humans on Earth are seen by positives as the same as an abused child. If an abused child acts out, it is not because that child is bad. It is because the abuse has been bad enough that that child acts out. The problems on this planet were never done fully by us. We might have been the tool, but it was another hand that was wielding it, and that was the reptoids.
Yeah. So what I would like to do is explain a little bit for new listeners how the Silver Legion has an effect on their lives. How are they helping the people of Earth? Because like you said, there is a war that's taking place, and they're engaged in this war on our behalf. So for people who are not familiar with the Silver Legion, can you explain a little bit to them how the Silver Legion works for us and how they've been helping us and putting it out there on the line? Yet many of the people on Earth have no clue that they even exist.
Well, one thing we're not able to do is have a really in-your-face physical presence. We're still not able to manifest on the planet, at least not directly. What we have been doing is working on making sure that violence doesn't break out on large scales. Preventing something like a lone gunman style incident is very, very difficult, but preventing a missile from being launched is a little easier. Preventing a war from breaking out is one of the things we're highly focused on right now, particularly in certain regions of the world. And we've been working at this for months to prevent it. So the fact that you're starting to hear about it now is a good thing. Because if we hadn't prevented what we could back then, you would have heard about it a lot sooner, and it wouldn't have been good.
Are you guys keeping an eye on things that are going on in the Middle East? And
Yes,
how
we
it's
are.
affecting the rest of the world?
Yes, we are.
Is there anything that we
on.
should be concerned about on a mass scale, such as World War III?
There won't be a World War III. At least not if we have anything to say about it. Not if the Galactic Federation has anything to say about it. There will not be a World War III.
But there are people trying to create a World War III, isn't there?
Yes, and they've been trying for quite a long time.
Now, are they trying?
So just because they're trying does not mean that they are succeeding.
Are they trying this for population control? Is it for population reduction? What is their main purpose, you think? Just your opinion on why they are trying to create this war?
There's never just one purpose. But yes, population reduction is one of it.
How do you feel? I mean, you do help slaves that these people have taken, or these other entities have taken. Am I correct?
Yes, slavery is illegal according to the Galactic Federation of Planets laws. Slavery is illegal.
And can you tell us what
we do not condone slavery, and anytime we find slaves, we free them. And we give them medical and psychological treatment, and we give them a place to live.
Can you tell me what they use the slaves for?
All kinds of things. Some of it very, very horrible. Slaves are used to do menial labor. Slaves are used for sexual purposes. Some of them are eaten.
Eaten. That's what I was getting at. And is it true? Now, this is from what I know, that the younger the better. Like veal.
Yeah, they like to eat children. They also like to hurt children because children are very trusting by nature. And you can generate far more negative energy from an innocent child.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons why they abuse children.
Thank you for confirming that for me and for those who have heard it and believed it. I heard it many, many years ago and saw 9-year-old boy in the Nevada desert when I was working with a group. But I just wanted you to confirm that for me.
Yeah, that's one of the things they do, and they do prefer children,
Yes.
which is one of the reasons we generally aren't inclined to be merciful.
Good for you. I'm not either.
Yeah, something else. The next question I have for you,